Assalamu alaikum and peace. This is your brother, Bilal Abdullah Mujahid, back again. Black Muslim in America, you know what it is. And you know, people, it's conjecture time, you know. It's time to, let's go down this rabbit hole of weirdness. Because we see what's going on out here now. We see it. Like I've been saying from the beginning, man. This whole, we gonna call it the C-19 stuff going on, has been being used against black people ever since it started, and it's going to continue to be used against black people. When it first started, they was trying to attack black people for not wearing a mask. They were trying to attack black people for wearing a mask. Then they started saying, well, now we got to get black people the shot first because, or we need to get them this shot because they're somehow disproportionately affected by this C-19. So now they trying to push us to get the shot. And just recently, some mammy came out, you know, she had the short blonde hair. So that means she was probably some MK Ultra asset. And even if you don't want to go down the tinfoil kufi route with that, a black chick with blonde short hair lets you know all you need to know. Feminist minded, and they want to be white. It's just simple as that. And I don't want to hear chicks talking about some, well, it's just one tribe out there that naturally has blonde. Yeah, but you don't. So quit trying to use them as an excuse for you to have for you to artificially make your hair blonde. So anyway, they got this fat mammy out there talking about some, I'm not going to ask what's in the shot. I'm not going to ask the ingredients. I'm just going to put my arm out there and take the shot. So we have that going on. They're trying to get us to take this shot when they know we don't want it because we don't trust it. And, you know, you have a lot of white folks rushing out there getting a shot because what they're trying to do now is create two different classes of people. You know, they already got the white supremacy in full effect. So now they're trying to, you know, kick it up a notch and create different classes and within this white supremacy. So it's going to be the vaccinated class against the unvaccinated class. And we already know that black people don't want to get the vaccine in the first place because we don't trust them. So they know who they're targeting with that. You know, they're already trying to come out with vaccine passports and all that other bull crap. And this is why you had your boy Trump come out recently urging, quote unquote, Americans to go get the shot. Because he knows what's coming down the pipeline. It's this whole two-tier system within white supremacy now of vaccinated people against unvaccinated people, which will be mostly black people. So we see that going on. But as well, like they've been attacking us with this C-19 stuff on all fronts. So now, when you had Trump talking about the Wuhan virus, the Kung Flu virus, all of a sudden they started talking about this anti-Asian sentiment because of this. And look, I'm not down with anybody being attacked in any way, but the thing is, all of a sudden now, we need to focus on anti-Asian racism as if it's this major problem when it's not. It's never good for people to be attacked, but anti-Asian racism is not a problem. The problem is anti-black racism, and that's the most major problem. But all of a sudden, we need to all of a sudden, we need to stop talking about, you know, anti-black racism, and everybody needs to focus on anti-Asian racism. See how they're using this C-19 virus once again against black people because they've seen how black people have changed the whole narrative that's going on out there. Now you got the news and media talking about white supremacy directly, not just saying racism. They're actually mentioning white supremacy. The idea and talk of reparations is back in the forefront. These type of things are going on. We getting police locked up. We got Chauvin on trial now. Hopefully he gets locked up. We'll see with that. But these things going on, they're like, no, these Negroes are making too many strides. They're changing the narrative. Now we need to change the narrative. So they're coming back against us. And so what they first try to do with this, even though it wasn't true at all. What they first tried to do with this whole thing was say that, well, the black community is just anti-Asian and they're the ones attacking Asians. So they tried to come with that bullcrap lie. And they tried to have their MK Ultra assets who went out and did these acts against Asian people. You know, that one black dude who I don't think was a foundational black American, who pushed that one Asian on camera somehow perfectly in the camera shot. And they said he already had mental issues anyway. And it wasn't a racial attack anyway. He just already had mental issues. But they used that. And then there was a couple other incidents going on here and there. And they're trying to use that to say that black people are anti-Asian when we're not. In fact, we're the ones who supported their businesses and supported their movies, and we're the ones who support them. What's really the truth is that Asian people are anti-black, but we don't need to notice that. We need to turn a blind eye to that. That's the truth. Asian people are anti-black. They don't do business with us in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They don't even funk with us like that. And there's many cases of Asians attacking black women. So, once we seen this bullcrap lie being pushed, see, what happened was that we knew it was bullcrap. We said, you know what, okay. Not only are we going to correct the narrative and change the narrative that y'all trying to push, now we're not even going to support y'all no more. Y'all want to play this dumb game using this C-19 stuff and trying to push something to get something for y'all, which will, in the end, harm us. Because what they're trying to do with this whole black people are being anti-Asian, what they're trying to do with this is get a law passed that will protect Asians, but will also harm black people. They're trying to have a whole nother crime bill. That's what they're trying to do. Get one of those reintroduced again. So since we seen the bull crap coming, we say, you know what, we're not rocking with these Asian businesses no more. We're done. We're not going to come to y'all shops no more. We're done with y'all. And so now they feel some type of way about that. But black people don't do anti-Asian attacks. We're not racist against Asian people. No, it's in fact the opposite. So what happened was, all of a sudden now we just had a killing in Atlanta, in an Atlanta area massage parlor. 8 people were killed. And a few of them were of Asian descent. But the most amazing thing about it was that the suspect who killed these people was white. Robert Aaron Long, 21, of Woodstock, Georgia. He's the one who went in there and did this stuff. And then there were other incidents. Another incident, I think, where a lady got punched in the eye or something. I think it was a white dude who did that. So it's not black people doing this. It's the white folk. And even before they try to push this narrative that black people are anti-Asian, you have countless videos of white people going off on Asians and calling them all kind of names and stuff. It's really white people. Let me correct that. White supremacist people who are going off on these Asians and attacking these Asians. That's who's doing that. But what's crazy about that is that even though we are starting to see that now the real perpetrators of anti-Asian racism and anti-Asian attacks are these white supremacist Caucasians, they're still trying to pull Negroes into it. Because now that these Asians are being attacked, now the media and the Asian community is saying, how come black people aren't standing up with us? You guys need to stand up with us. If you don't stand up with us, then you're complicit in it. So now we're still somehow being blamed because we're not standing up with them. You see what's going on here? So even with that, we have to be demonized because they're still trying to get these laws passed. The new crime bill, the 2021 crime bill, they're trying to get that law passed so they can attack black people using this law. So this is why they keep trying to pull us back into it. And what's crazy about this is, I mentioned how this happened in Atlanta, right? Okay. Isn't it like just a weird coincidence like it's just weird coincidences going on that just seem like this is all psyop stuff. This is all like MK Ultra assets. Hold on. This is all MK Ultra assets doing their job. You know, they done flick the switch and called on their agents to carry out attacks because they like, okay, look, we can't get enough black people who are committing anti-Asian attacks. So now we got to do it ourselves. Okay, throw in, activate our MK Ultra asset, Robert Aaron Long. So they activated him. He went in there and killed these Asians. And so now they're going to try to pass a law, but they're going to use their white sacrifices now. That's what they're going to do now. But they're still going to try to attack black people through it. That's why they're bringing us into it. But then now they like, well, we can't get black people to have enough attacks on them to use them. So now we have to use our own sacrifices, our own pawns to get these laws through. And we'll still get these niggas in the end. So that's what this is about. And they still going to try to bring Negroes into this somehow because now just recently your boy Deshaun Watson of the Houston Texans, he's all of a sudden now in some sexual assault case. And this is what's crazy about it. The white dude ran into the massage parlor in Atlanta and killed some Asian people. That's their MK Ultra asset. And now around the same time, now all of a sudden these lawsuits is coming out against Deshaun Watson of some sexual assault that happened to him while he was either in a massage parlor or had a masseuse come out to see him. How is this coincidence going on like this? This is what makes me think these are agents enacting these things. 2 civil lawsuits have been filed against Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson, alleging inappropriate conduct during massages on 2 separate occasions by 2 separate plaintiffs. But we also now know it was another lawsuit that was dropped on him too. But basically, they're all the same thing. And he committed civil assault by allegedly bumping some chicks with his genitalia. So bumping chicks with your genitalia is sexual assault, but black people getting beat down by race soldiers, that's not assault. That's just police doing their work. But anyway, but this just sounds like the whole Kobe case repeated. That's all this sounds like. She talking about she was scared. Well, you wasn't. Man, you wasn't scared, girl. Stop it. These is nothing but paid TTs. These is paid slurs who are paid to come in there and, do sexual acts on these dudes. And then they go around and claim they were raped or sexually assaulted. So that way they could either get money out of the deal for a settlement, or they can, tarnish the man's image and name or whatever other agenda that their paymasters have sent them to do. Because I think these are agents coming in here doing this that were sent, because it's just all of a sudden a coincidence. This is all happening at the same time. Agents, massage parlor, everybody knows those two like coincide. When you hear a massage parlor, you think of Asians. So everybody knows those two coincide. This is another way they're trying to bring black people into this. This is another way. Everybody knows when you hear the word massage parlor, massage therapist, you think of happy endings and you think of Asians. That's what you think of. Okay? And this is what's crazy about this story, is that she claims she became extremely uncomfortable and the only reason he came there was for sex, allegedly. Come on, man. These are paid prazzies who are going out there and setting this stuff up just like in the Kobe case. That's what it is. And when I read this part, this is when I knew wait a minute, this is just too much of a coincidence. It says here, the second lawsuit alleges Watson booked a massage with the masseuse over Instagram and flew her to Houston from where? From Atlanta. The same place where white boy ran up in there and shot up them Asian people in there. That is too much of a damn coincidence. And when she arrived at the hotel where the massage was scheduled to take place, why is this dude flying out a quote unquote masseuse from Houston all the way to Atlanta? Come on. We know what she was about. We know what she was for. He paid her for a certain type of job, and it was a massage with a happy ending. She knew it, he knew it. It was two willing participants, and then she turned her back on him, and now she's did what her paymasters told her to do, because they need to set this up to demonize black people. This is why she was sent in to do her job. Just like with Kobe, they sent her in to do her job with Kobe. It's the same thing. I believe this stuff was consensual, and now she's just now she's just doing her job, trying to get more paper out of it, trying to tarnish the name, and trying to help her paymaster with the agenda they're trying to push. That's what it's about. Like, come on. He hit you up on Instagram. He flew you from Houston to Atlanta. In Atlanta, they already got massage parlors. Why couldn't he just call somebody from Atlanta? Why couldn't he just go to a massage parlor in Atlanta? Because he knew what you was about. You was an IG model who was thotting it up, and you wanted to get paid, and you got flued out, and you knew what the deal was. You knew what the deal was. Either it was consensual, and now you want to do what your paymasters tell you to do, like I said, or he was like you came out there and wasn't trying to do what you was flew out there to do, and he was like, you know what, I'm cool. Just go ahead and go about your business. I'm cool. Probably didn't fly you back out, or probably just flew you back out, didn't pay you the real amount of money you was supposed to get because you didn't complete the job, quote unquote. You know, told to go on my pants and go job hunting. You didn't complete the job, so he flew you back out, and now you're mad and you're ready to do what the paymasters tell you to do. Either way, I don't think he did nothing to this chick, man. I don't think so. It don't even make sense. But this is all set up around Asians, around C-19, around anti-Asian racism, around pulling black people into it. We know what this is about, people, and we're not going to fall for it. Let's continue to call this out. Let's continue to control the narrative. Thank you for tuning in. This is Bilal Abdullah Mujahid. I'll be coming back at y'all with more, inshallah. Thank you for tuning in. Peace and assalamu alaikum.